these acts occur. Unfortunately, it's the society we live in at times.
Now at 6, 5 people are hurt after a person fired shots inside the Brass Mill Center Mall in Waterbury yesterday. Fox 61's Glenn Kittle is live at the scene and is working to get the latest information on how this investigation is going so far. We'll check with him in about 3 minutes from now.
Good morning to you. Happy Wednesday. Thanks for starting off your day here with us. I'm Erica Arias.
And I'm Bridget Fiorello. It's finally starting to feel like spring out there, and we are all for it. Hey, Rachel, how's it looking for today?
Yesterday was a perfect day for outdoor activities. The wind was light. Unfortunately today, not repeat weather, but the good news is we are going to be mostly dry throughout the day today, but rain is very close by, and I think the bulk of that rain is going to move in overnight tonight. Temperatures yesterday around 80 degrees in Meriden. We topped out around 77 in Hartford and 73 in New Haven. We are warmer than this time yesterday out the door. Yesterday we started off in the 40s. We're starting off in the 50s today, around 55 in Hartford with a nice amount of sunshine. In New Haven at 58. Elsewhere across the state, 50 in Torrington, 55 in Danbury, and 50 out the door in Willimantic. Seeing that rain really close by. The clouds are going to increase, so clouds are going to take over late morning and early afternoon, but the rain moves in after about dinner time. Aside from maybe a nuisance shower in western Connecticut before that, I think the bulk of the rain, as I mentioned, going to move in closer to 8 or 9 o'clock this evening. Then overnight tonight, it's going to rain through the morning commute. We'll see periods of rain by the late morning and early afternoon tomorrow. Things are going to look a little bit better. Yard goats are in town. Temperatures will be in the middle 60s at first pitch. We'll watch for any rain to develop later. Temperatures today upper 60s to right around 70 degrees. We'll detail out where we go from here, walk you through that rain coming up in just a bit. Here at 6:02, we are checking in with the roads, and there are some delays that are starting to pop up across the state, especially in the Bridgeport area, which is what we typically see at this hour. So you're seeing that here on your drive times. It's really not all that bad. Pretty standard for a 6 o'clock morning commute here in New Haven to Bridgeport is around a half hour. Your travel speeds are averaging 44 miles per hour. It does look like there's about a 2-mile delay over in that Bridgeport area. Bridget.
All right, Rachel, thank you. 6:02 is your time, and we continue to follow breaking news at 6 in Waterbury. 5 people are in the hospital. 1 person is in custody after a shooting yesterday at the Brass Mill Center Mall.
And the Waterbury community is still trying to grasp how all this happened. Fox 61's Glenn Kittle is live right outside the mall with the very latest. Glenn, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Erica, Bridget. We don't know how those 5 people are doing in the hospital as of this morning. We do know that police said that some of them are in more serious conditions than others. We also have not found the names or have not released the names of the victims at this time. Police haven't released those names, I should say. And we do know that police believe that the shooting victims knew the actual shooter. Now I'm going to show you video from yesterday's when our Fox 61 crews got here around that scene. This all unfolded just before 5 p.m. Police say when they arrived, they found 5 adults, all with gunshot injuries. Right now, investigators believe this all started with an argument that escalated. Waterbury police tell us they have a man who is a person of interest in custody, but they did not tell us his identity. Police believe there is only one shooter at this time. Now we're going to show you what it looked like inside the mall moments after the shooting. You can see from this cell phone video inside the mall was chaos, and people ran after they heard the gunshots. Waterbury police, state police, and ATF are working together to investigate this shooting. Waterbury Police Chief Fernando Spagnolo says right now the focus is on collecting and sifting through evidence.
We do know that there was 1 gunman at this time we've identified. That gunman was armed with a semi-automatic pistol. We recovered some evidence on the scene that's assisting us in identifying the type of weapon it was used, and we're hoping to identify the shooter through our investigative means and our forensic technology.
Congresswoman Jahana Hayes, who is from Waterbury and represents the area, sent out a statement. She denounced gun violence and called yesterday's shooting a tragedy. She said in part, quote, "I stepped out of a town hall this evening to hear the devastating news of a mass shooting at the Brass Mill Center Mall in Waterbury, resulting in multiple injuries. It is a tragic reality that no place in our community is safe from gun violence. My prayers are with the injured and their families at this time." Waterbury police tell us they will hold a press conference with Governor Ned Lamont and Waterbury's mayor at 10:45 this morning. We'll bring that to you live on Fox 61 and bring you the latest updates on the Fox 61 News app. Live in Waterbury, Glenn Kittle, Fox 61.
Glenn, thank you. And Governor Ned Lamont reacted to the shooting and said, in part, quote, "Our hearts break for the Waterbury community, the victims and their families who have been impacted by this incident," end quote. And we have complete coverage for you on the shooting at the mall on our free Fox 61 News app. It's also on Fox 61 Plus. All you have to do is download it onto your TV and watch it for free. Well, 6:05 right now. And after 3 weeks on the picket line, the union machinist strike at Pratt & Whitney has come to an end.
Union workers will head back to work tomorrow after they voted in favor of a new contract. Fox 61's Emma Wolfhorst was there when the vote was tallied and has the latest details.
Members approved this new deal by 74%, with about 1,600 people voting, but some still felt the contract didn't go far enough. There was disappointment and even anger from members of the International Association of Machinists and Aerospace Workers Tuesday.
I think it's trash, absolute trash.
Multiple members walked out of a meeting to vote on a tentative agreement between union leaders and Pratt & Whitney.
It looks more they took more things away and just and reshuffled it and handed it back and they're like, hey, lose 3 weeks of pay for not being in work and then lose a signing bonus and come back to work. We swear it's a good deal.
More than 3,000 workers represented by IAM, like Kevin Callahan, went on strike 22 days ago after they rejected a new 3-year contract.
I voted to not take the contract. I think that the company could have definitely done more for us. We got a lot of people that are hurting now. Everybody's just trying to make ends meet. But from what they offered us now and what I see the people in there doing, I don't think it was good enough.
Union leaders announced they reached a tentative agreement with the aircraft engine manufacturer last Friday. Workers were striking for higher wages, job security, and better retirement benefits. Leaders say the contract includes significant improvements in all 3 of the workers' main demands. It has a 4% general wage increase immediately, followed by a 3.5% in 2026 and 3% in 2027 and 2028. But members who voted against the deal say their signing bonuses were taken away and believe job security is still not assured.
That job security only extends the length and time of the contract. So in 4 years, guess what you have to do again? You have to argue for job security again. So that's not real job security.
Ultimately, the new contract was approved, and members who voted yes say even though the picket line was strong, the 3-week strike took a toll.
I'll be honest with you, it's a struggle, but at the end of the day, we got our union brothers and sisters. We're making it happen every day. It keeps our spirits up. Our togetherness is what really keeps it going.
Absolutely. I'll be back to work Thursday, happy as I can be.
Union members will return to their jobs this Thursday. Reporting in East Hartford, Emma Wolfhorst, Fox 61.
All right, Emma, the standoff is over. Thank you. Local leaders reacted to this agreement. Senator Blumenthal has been a vocal supporter of union workers. He said, quote, "All Americans should be grateful that Pratt machinists, among our most skilled, dedicated defense workers, are returning to their jobs. Their products are vital to our national security, and they deserve fair pay, good pensions, and job security." Senator Murphy also released a statement saying, in part, quote, "This hard-fought contract shows the power of unions. I was proud to join Pratt & Whitney workers on the picket lines fighting for higher wages, better retirement benefits, and job security, and their efforts paid off."
I knew this morning at 6:08, New Haven's Board of Alders passed the city's budget for the next fiscal year. Mayor Justin Eliker's office says that the budget is an amended version of his proposed $703 million plan. In it, the mayor says the city increased funds to city schools to pay for after-school programs and building improvements. He now says the state needs to do its part and give appropriate funding support to the city. In a statement, the mayor said in part, quote, "Amid federal headwinds and volatility, as New Haveners, we can be proud that we will be adopting a city budget that will continue to provide critical municipal services, increase our investment in our schools, prioritize public safety, expand support for our most vulnerable residents, and meet our long-term financial obligations," end quote.
6:09 is your time. A motorcyclist was hurt in a crash in Killingly. Police said the person was hurt bad enough that they needed to be flown to a hospital. And they did say the victim was conscious and alert at the scene. This crash happened just after 3 yesterday afternoon over on Providence Pike. Police shut down the road for a brief time, but has since been opened up.
All right, we have an update for you on the Waterbury captivity case. It is going to be delayed into July. Kimberly Sullivan is accused of holding her stepson captive for more than 20 years. Sullivan's lawyer appeared in court on her behalf yesterday. Last month, Ionis Kaludis filed motions to remove Sullivan's GPS monitor, return her cell phone, and lift restrictions to allow her to return to her Blake Street home. Fox 61 spoke with Kaludis after court.
On the discovery stage, we are still waiting for more information to be provided. We've gotten some initial reports, initial video. We do believe there's some additional video and records that we're waiting for.
Kaludis also told us that Sullivan is stressed but hanging in there. Sullivan pleaded not guilty to all charges, including assault, kidnapping, and cruelty. She's due back in court July 2nd. Her stepson, who goes by S, is recovering. Officials say they found him emaciated in February after he said he intentionally set the home on fire.
In your Health Watch this morning, U.S. Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. says the recommendation for those who receives COVID-19 vaccines has changed. It's no longer recommended for healthy children and pregnant women. He made that announcement in a video posted on social media yesterday. It reverses previous CDC guidance for those groups. U.S. health officials have previously called for yearly COVID boosters for Americans ages 6 months and older. A CDC scientific advisory panel is expected to meet on this in June. They'll be considering recommending vaccines for high-risk groups and decide whether people with a lower risk for severe illness will have the choice to get the shot.